Hi, and welcome to another interview for the course 31761. We have the pleasure to be here with a former student of the course, Dragos. Welcome, Dragos. And we'll be discussing some of the course contents, why he ended up taking this course and what he's doing now. So welcome again, Dragos.
Thank you very much for allowing me to be here.
Nice to have you here. But to start with, could you please tell us who you are?
Yes, so my name is Dragos, as Pierre said already. I am from Romania, as I was a student here in Denmark, and I took your course, of course, and now I'm working here in Denmark, and I don't know for how much, but yeah, let's see where it goes.
Okay, so you were saying you're a research assistant here at DTU.
Yes.
In the civil engineering department.
Yes,
right?
because I took a different study line than what's usual for your course, I would say. For me, your course was an elective, so it was my own free will of choosing this course.
Okay.
Yeah.
But to start with, also, we'd like to understand what's your education and how you ended up in Denmark.
Yes. So I started my energy-focused education in Romania. At University Polytechnica of Bucharest, my hometown. And so I studied industrial informatics, power engineering, focused in industrial informatics. But the idea was that in my last year, I was interested in working with buildings. And so with my bachelor thesis, I went down that path. And then as I was finishing my last year, I was thinking about going abroad for a master's. I heard it's a good thing for your career as well, and I wanted a different experience. And so I went into the sustainable energy with the energy savings study line at DTU. And actually, at first, I just chose Denmark because I heard a lot of good things about the Nordic countries, and and then I chose DTU. I actually applied to two universities, one in Aalborg and DTU, and I got accepted to both, but I chose DTU because I heard it's a very good university, and I also had some friends who told me more about it before.
Okay. That's nice to hear. And what do you do today? We were mentioning that you're a research assistant.
Yes.
What do you work with?
So it's basically related to what I did in my master's thesis, and now I'm just expanding the study. So I am doing on the building side related to cooling purposes, and the idea. So nothing related to the course. But the idea was that. You can cool the room through some phase change material. Like the phase change material basically is a material that uses its latent heat to store energy without changing the temperature so much, right? So we are trying to create some panels in the ceiling that can absorb the heat during the day, keeping the temperature constant, so you feel good in the room, right? And then we have the idea of coupling it with renewable energy because this is the trend and this is where everything is going. And we are using some photovoltaic thermal panels on the roof of the house that during the nighttime you can take advantage of the night radiative cooling. So basically you're releasing heat to the sky, which has a very low temperature. So we are circulating water through those panels inside the house during the night and absorb the heat they already absorbed, and then you release it to the sky, basically. So.
But you say nothing to do with the course, but actually you don't think there's a relation. The course is about renewables, the electricity market. The reason why you're doing that is because you want to integrate more renewables to the market.
That's true. It's not related specifically to the market, to the object of the course, I would say, but it's related to the overall trend of renewables and how to help the market achieve those goals, because in the end you need consumers, you need producers to align themselves to that trend.
So for instance, then what did you get from the course that is useful for your work today as a research assistant?
I would say that one thing is, for instance, being able to work with data more, even though this is not the main focus of the course, but it helps you a lot also in electricity markets and in whatever you do right now. Then it's also about the electricity prices and market trends, and to understand why electricity is, for example, more expensive in mornings and afternoons, and why is it cheaper at night, and why is it good to use it this renewable energy at night, because you have less costs, for example, if you use the electricity. So
it's about developing a general culture, a good basics, so that you can do more maybe technical work, but you still have a clear understanding about maybe what kind of business models are going to be developed, what kind of market framework this is going to be in, etc. All right. And are there also some other, say, general skills that you develop through the course that are useful today for you?
So definitely, as I said before, data handling, data processing. That's a skill that I think everybody needs nowadays. And then, of course, about electricity markets, even though I'm not directly working with them, I think it's a really interesting thing to understand how they work. Also, a bit of the business, for example, because of course it's a market. So you have the consumers, you have the producers, so you have a demand in a production side. So you have to understand how they must align themselves to the market, how they react, how they sell their energy. Why are they selling the energy at that price? And how they fight between them, kind of like,
It's a competitive
it's
environment.
A competitive
exactly.
exactly.
Was there a part of the course that you particularly enjoyed, and do you remember why?
I really loved the lectures, but I mean, they're really nice structured, especially like the whole course. The idea that you're starting from electricity markets and what they are, how competition is like, and then you go towards this renewable energy trend, like how electricity markets are trying to transform themselves to be able to integrate the renewables in the markets. So that was one. I also enjoyed the assignments very much, because they really make you think by yourself in how to solve all the problems that you get, and basically they make you understand better how the market works, and what are the requirements that you need to solve, so they work better.
Good. And then to finish, would you have some specific advice you would give to a student taking the course, maybe who want to continue with a master thesis or start a career in that field?
My advice, if you want to take the course, and I think it's a really good decision, is that you need to really go deep into what you're learning, because even though it is a 5 ECTS course, or that's how it was when I used to learn to take the course, is that it's actually a lot of information. So you actually have to put more effort into it. So I'm sure that you will like it, but you definitely need to put more work into it to actually understand it. And actually, as you know, like my experience as a teaching assistant later on in your course helped me understand even more concepts that maybe I haven't thought about before. Also in the idea that you get to work with the students and you see a different perspective than what you saw before. And
so your advice, in short, is
to
commit,
yes,
go deep.
Yes, and if
it's going to be a lot of work.
Yes, but if you really like it, it's going to be rewarding. Yes,
okay,
definitely.
Thank you very much, Dragos. Thank you.